So here I am filming outside, and I don't know why it seems weird to me to film outside the garage, but doing a little outside filming. You can't even see this screen of my phone when I'm doing this filming, so I'm not sure what's captured in the viewfinder or not. Anyway, starting out here, we've got just attaching the winch here, some of the parts, and doing this time lapse just to give you kind of a sense of working on the trailer. It's going to switch back to normal speed, and I'll explain everything, how to get this 20-year-old trailer so that it can safely move my boat without damaging it to the water and back. So here we go. Okay, so here we are back at the trailer, and this thing is kind of a monster. I was able to get this post out and widen the gate, but I'm only going to have, I think, like 3 inches wider than the boat to get through. And all I did was put in, I didn't feel like remaking the gate, so I just put a little 10-inch piece there and 3 extra hinges, so it's a double hinge door. Still works as one door. On the trailer here, I've got a set of rollers, which you can see right there, and those rollers, instead of having bunks, I'm going to have these rollers. I think it's going to work better for the boat. We'll see. And got these treated 2x4s right here. And then I'm going to have a couple of rollers right there, at least one, to make sure the bow kind of stays in the right path. This winch was a used winch, and I had to get a new roller here for the front of the boat, and had to make that little piece out of some 3/16 in steel, a couple holes. This has been treated for rust. The trailer's been treated for rust, and it's not necessarily going to look pretty, but it's not something that I need to look pretty. Really don't care what the trailer looks like as long as it's functional. So let me get some of this stuff put on, and I'll bring you back when I've got it done. It's a little too hard to film outside here. Okay, so here we are back at the trailer, and I think this is going to be the last iteration of trailer. I still have the lights to put on, and I'm going to try and get some rollers for the sides that will help center the boat on when you're reloading it back on the boat. But I got about $50 of stainless steel hardware. I got these rollers, which were not necessarily cheap. I made, well, this roller here I just have, that was on the boat, and that's just to keep the bow from hitting the trailer as you load it. And that's the same thing with this one. Made this, don't know how long it's going to last. It's just an 1.5-inch flat bar that I bent up and bought this roller here. So we'll see how long that lasts. May have to have some kind of a bunk up here in the front. This winch came with as an extra winch, came with the trailer, because the other one was completely rusted. I also fabricated this metal U-channel here to hold this. On the old trailer, this was completely rotted out and wasn't there anymore, and the old U-channel was too small for this roller, or whatever it's called. You can see that I did treat some of the rust with Permatex rust conversion, and then spray painted it, so hopefully they'll last more than a season. And then this last thing that I bought, Trailer Valet, and it has 2 speeds. This is the high speed, and then it's got a low speed up here. You can also get a drill attachment so that you can turn this with a drill. But basically, all it does is it provides a way for you to easily move the boat and the trailer. And the reason I kind of need that is, I think I've explained before that I've got just 3 inches wider than the boat at its widest point through this gate. So I made the purchase just to help me move the boat from the driveway back into here and vice versa. Because once I get it on the truck, it'll be easy to transport. And I kind of like this thing. It's pretty cool. Anywho, that is the trailer to date. And hopefully the next time you see it will be as I put it underneath the boat. I was able to get the boat turned around and in the garage. The next trick is going to be to lift the boat approximately 2.5 feet high so that it clears these bunks here so that I can drop the boat onto the trailer once I put the trailer underneath it. So I need to figure out how to lift the boat inside the garage with those metal eyes that I have to screw into the rafters, ceiling rafters. So anyway, that's all going to be in the next video, and it should be interesting.